Good morning. Sunnier today, and of course that makes the day much better. Office day 2. I'm heading there today a couple hours later because I had my therapy in the morning. Okay, I hope this bike will not hit me. So yeah. I'm taking it slow today because I kinda got worried about myself. This past intense week kinda hit me with like no rest or very little rest. That was a terrible idea to try to power through and to, not only balance work and rest, but also trying to do like personal project stuff. That really was a bad idea. I should have put it on hold, but no, I did not. And this all or nothing mentality is just terrible in my case. Because it really hit me. Like my vision dropped. I started seeing everything blurry, and I have to consciously focus to be able to read an email or to be able to see what's written somewhere when it's not enough light around. And I used to be fine. Started being dizzy sometimes from time to time, which also hasn't happened. So now I will just try to balance work and rest. I'm putting on hold everything, like every personal project on hold. Gym on hold keeps being there because that's ridiculous. I literally saw a decline during 1 week. Don't like that. Honestly, I don't like that, and I doubt anyone would. Okay, I'm here. I'll talk to you later.
Not that anyone's going to be seated over here, but
Great.
4
Good to
people
know.
there. Yeah, there are only 4 there.
Great.
You don't have anybody on the next
So we will just keep in mind,
So maybe that's a good place for
staff moving around.
Staff moving
Well,
around.
should do something. So it'll flow nicely, but just to be mindful.
You know what? Putting on hold things you want to do kinda sucks emotionally. Because then it's just work, home. I know it's just for a little bit, because then there will be no work for a while. But it kinda sucks emotionally. For me at least. I have no other perspective, it's just me. For just me, it sucks. You know how they say you have to make time for doing things you want to do, but I haven't figured it out yet. I didn't know how. I think no. In this case, to make time, like in my case, making time for other stuff will mean either not working or not sleeping. And I can't afford not to work right now, because once the season is over, there will be no work, hence no money. And if I sacrifice sleep, I end up like this, absolutely exhausted, no energy. and both like emotionally and physically down. Don't like it. Like, I don't want to accept this situation so much, but it's like, I'm trying to persuade myself that it's okay, and it's okay. It's okay. It's a temporary thing. I have to rest. I have an event tomorrow, which is my company's event, and then I have an event the day after tomorrow, which is another company's event where I work sometimes the check-in and the auction and the pedal race. Oh, by the way, no travel this season. I had to travel to San Francisco in November, but no. They decided to not have a bi-coastal event this year, but to have everything in New York. So no travel this year. Looks like next travel will be in February to Atlanta. I've never been to Atlanta. I'll have an event, I think last week of February in Atlanta. That will be fun, I guess. It feels like I have a little girl inside of me who just is absolutely powerless, stands in the middle of nowhere and just like screams with tears, coming out of her eyes, like in this trajectory, like in a cartoon, like a cartoon character. This is probably what it feels like to be powerless. But it's fine, right? I'll survive. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Right now, the priority is me resting. Focus on work and rest, and the rest will come. And that's what my therapy was about today. Work and rest, especially rest. Because I'm kind of tired of seeing an exhausted person in the mirror every morning. Well, who am I lying to? Every evening as well. Pretty much exhausted right now. Very much exhausted right now. But I'll be fine. We all will be fine. It reminded me of the times when I was in film school back in Ukraine, and while I was studying film directing, I was also acting in my classmates' films. And I was acting in 12 projects out of 16. And that meant very little sleep. I remember there were times when I came home from the set, took off my shoes, and lied down to sleep and covered my legs with a blanket. Just wearing a jacket, everything. And then in the morning, somehow threw myself into the shower to wake up and do it again. Because taking a shower in the evening would take precious time from sleeping, and there was already not much left. very often I ended up having, like when I've been shooting my own projects, I ended up having maybe like 4 hours of sleep maximum for a week. And my body usually would do this, like, okay, you wanted me to drag you through this project. I did that, and now you will rest. And like the very next day, I would be terribly sick. I would just be not able to do anything but stay in bed. Once, actually, you know what happened? I was with my friends by the film school at McDonald's, discussing another project, of course, and at some point, I got such a terrible, I don't know what it was, but it felt like heartache, you know, like here in the middle, and I couldn't breathe in, I couldn't breathe out. It was just so painful. My left arm went numb. I couldn't really move it. And I just fell with my face in that tray, and I could hardly breathe. And that was so frightening. And I canceled everything for the next few days. I came in class, I couldn't participate. Like acting classes, that was so weird. Like you have to go on stage and act, and I'm just there lying in the chair. And I could hardly like lift my hand. I could breathe very lightly in, very lightly out for a few days, and all I did was just sleep. At that moment, that was so frightening that I immediately prioritized my health. And it looks like it hasn't happened for a while, and I forgot how frightening it was when your heart tells you, fuck you, for absolutely abusing me and not giving me rest. And I think I should remember about it more, because really, that is so frightening when you you can't breathe in. This is so frightening. This is so freaking frightening. And who did that to myself? I did that to myself. And I guess if I don't do that now, I will end up doing that again. Because I already, get little signs of it coming. Because sometimes I can have a few moments when I can't breathe in. It's like something is stopping me here. And then, okay, I kind of relax. Probably it's like a muscle spasm or something like that. And then I relax. I make myself to relax, and slowly, little by little, I start, some stretching. Thank God I went to the acting school, and I know now how to take the tension of your muscles, how to relax certain muscles. That is so useful in like different life situations and scenarios. I remember I was working an event when I learned that debris from a missile fell on my home. That was basically my mom's second birthday, because usually at that time she was standing on the bus stop by that part of the building where the debris fell, and the bus stop was shattered. And this time she was running late. She was locking the door with a key when she fell the wave, like the wave from the explosion. And I was literally in the venue. An event had to start in an hour. And I just kind of, without thinking about it, I was after acting school, and we were like going through these exercises, and somehow I I was talking to my mom and I started doing those exercises to relax, to like take the tension off the body, and I was able to power through the event. And only one of my friends who really knows me well, she saw that, like, what's happening to you, like that something's wrong. The rest of the people, they didn't really know what happened. But that is such a great knowledge, always useful. Anyway, too much talking for me today, sorry. What I'm trying to say basically is to remind you to take care of yourself. I will take care of myself, put myself to bed, rest, and you please do the same. Thanks so much for listening, as usual. You are the best. We are the best. Everybody's the best. I hope everyone had a great Tuesday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.